It's your girl, VK Jehanam, and the V stands for Vidian. Tonight we're talking about the Maergzjiran practice of creating soul phylacteries. A soul phylactery is a physical object that you put your soul in and connect to given spirits, given spiritual realms, whatever, for alchemical purposes. The Temple of Maergzjiran claims that they got this idea from the practices of the religion of Judaism. On the other hand, that group's detractors claim that they got the idea from a role-playing game called Dungeons and Dragons. Personally, I could give a fuck which backstory is the real one. All I give a shit about is whether or not soul phylacteries are actually useful. If the backstory for where the idea was derived is fake, then so be it. The Necronomicon by Simon has a fake backstory, and it's still a damn good grimoire. The traditions of Alexandrian Wicca and Gardnerian Wicca have fake backstories as well, but they're still valid magical traditions. So if phylacteries have a fake backstory, so be it. So, the type of Maergzjiran magic that I specialize in is called Arania Magia. Arania Magia is magic working with the type of Fae that the Norse pagans called the Dark Elves, or Svartalfar. In Maergzjiran magic, they're called the Drelith. Maergzjiran literature does not have instructions for how to create a soul phylactery for Arania Magia, so I had to channel my own. Here's what I did. I selected a physical object that already had a special place in my spiritual practice. I performed a ritual over it that called on various Drelith patrons and patronesses, as well as various personal Drelith I have, Drelith that only I can work with. And I put my soul in the object through this rite and connected it, first and foremost, to one particular Drelith spirit. Then I covered it in my blood, I covered it in spider oil. I placed it in a mock coffin that I got off Etsy and buried it in grave dirt. I left it there for a few days, took it out of the coffin, and performed another rite of Arania Magia over it. And with that, my phylactery had been made. Now, when I first heard about soul phylacteries, I was kind of confused by the concept. I was thinking, like, why the fuck would I want my soul to be in some object instead of in me? I had it all wrong. My soul may be in my phylactery, but it is not removed from me. It's present in the phylactery in the same way that Santa Muerte, the Mexican folk saint, is present in my statues of her. She's present in the idols, yes, but that does not mean that she is trapped there or that she is removed from her spiritual realm of dominion, or that other people can't summon her without pulling her from my idol. My soul is not removed from me. My ability to communicate with my higher self, for example, has not been affected. So, I was told by the spirits that I should only use my phylactery in rites to the Drelith, specifically rites of alchemical attainment. What I'm supposed to do at the start of a ritual is clutch the phylactery in my hand and simply call to the spirit it's connected to activate it. Now, when I was in the Temple of Maergzjiran, I had a pact with the Drelith that required me to evoke two particular Drelith spirits at least once a week. The specific spirits I was supposed to summon are Loravaith and Salatharn. Those are their names. Needless to say, I came up with a standardized rite of evocation to summon those beings for alchemical attainment. And now that I had my phylactery, it was time to incorporate my phylactery into my weekly evocations. So, I pulled my phylactery out of the pouch I keep it in, called to the spirit it was connected to activate it, and then performed the same rite of evocation that I'd been performing weekly for months. No changes were made to the ritual that night, except for the incorporation of the phylactery. Once that phylactery was in play, that same rite I'd been using became, I would say, twice as potent. I have found the phylactery to be extremely useful and extremely powerful, and I'm glad I made one. I might make one for Clefothic Magic too. I know some people have multiple phylacteries, and I think they might have the right idea. Anyways, that's all for now. Have a great night and enjoy your immortality. Check out the link tree in the description below if you want a little more VK in your life.